Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633 and we're here with another Star Wars toy review. This time we're going to take a look at the other multi-pack, which I didn't get initially, for the Star Wars Rogue One multi-packs. And this is actually another really cool set, actually. It's got a very nice alien design and a trooper, which seems to be the running thing going on with these packs, at least for the Rogue One packs, and I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the box. The box shows a picture of Rebel Commander Pao versus the Imperial Death Trooper. On the back, it just shows the bio as normal and the information about the app. Now we're going to take a look at the figures directly. Now, similar to Admiral Ackbar in the previous wave, his head isn't the typical articulation. While the figure itself still maintains the 5 points of articulation, he features the open and closable mouth, but unfortunately it does cause him to droop down just a bit, and I think that's a bit strange in the way that the articulation is. But since he is mostly seen with his mouth open in a lot of the promotional shots and so on, it's probably okay to just keep him like that. Otherwise, he does maintain the swivels at the shoulders, but the backpack does get in the way of some of the articulation points there, and swivels at the hips. He is actually a very detailed figure. He's got a whole bunch of detailing in his suit, his outfit, and a lot of wrinkles, and he just looks like he's highly battle-worn, and I think they did a fantastic job with just the design of the figure in general. And, just as a comparison, here he is next to the other multi-pack alien, and that's Morph. And I think Hasbro is doing a pretty great job creating all these really cool-looking alien designs in the main toy line. So we're going to take more up to the side and take a look at the Imperial Death Trooper. The Imperial Death Trooper is a really cool figure, but unfortunately suffers from another stance issue. While it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other figures in the line, it does cause him to be just a slight bit unbalanced, especially since how tall the figure is. And I think that's kind of a weird thing, since this figure seems really tall and looks kind of out of place next to the other troopers, but seeing as I haven't really seen most of the troopers side by side yet, thanks to the movie not being out, it's hard to tell just how tall these troopers are really supposed to be otherwise. The head is on a ball joint with a swivel and can look up and down, and looks a little bit left and right. Swivels at the shoulders and swivels at the hips, so it's the standard 5 points of articulation we've seen. As a comparison, here is the Imperial Death Trooper next to some of the other troopers in line. We got the ground crew here. We also got the TIE Fighter pilot. And finally, we got the Scarab Stormtrooper. So, my different types of troopers are building up here. I actually forgot to bring the standard Stormtrooper, but you pretty much get the idea with the many different types of troopers that you're already seeing in the Rogue One line. And Hasbro's doing a fantastic job releasing a ton of different troopers already within the first wave alone. And I think they did a really nice job just in the complete designs of all these figures. Now we're going to take a look at the weapon that the set includes, and that's once again this large back cannon. It just seems like they love to just add in a ton of back cannons in these sets, and this one is mostly made actually for the Death Trooper this time, as promoted in the box. We're going to remove the gun, and what's going to happen is that he will slide into the little component here, like that, and he snaps in pretty nicely, and he can hold on to the handles. And now you got a fully armed up Death Trooper, and I think these weapons just look ridiculously out of place, though I guess it'll be fun for kids to play around with these. It does cause them to be extremely heavy, though, because of that, and it might not even be able to stand otherwise. When you press these buttons, these missiles will fire, but that's about it for the gimmick itself. Now, this set's actually a really good set, and I think both of the sets in the first wave of the Rogue One toy line are pretty cool, and I highly recommend picking up this set if you're a fan of Star Wars Rogue One and different types of the alien creatures that will be featured in the film. Anyways, I got this at Target as well, so I highly recommend picking this up if you happen to find it. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hero Taku and Hero Club. Also, please check on Twitter, Darkon633, and don't forget to check the channels down below. I'll be back with more Star Wars reviews, but for now, I'll be seeing you YouTube. Bye.